Welcome to my series about all Chopin's music and to my mini-series about all Chopin's preludes. Today, Prelude number 3 in G major. What a difference it is between this one and the previous one in A minor, which we had a deep sadness, right? Here we have light, we have happiness. We can easily say these two, they don't fit together. This is my proof that this prelude should not be played in one cycle, the whole piece, the whole, like a big piece, because they don't fit. I don't think it is connected. Mostly because the previous prelude was written in Majorca when Chopin was in a deep depression. And this prelude was written definitely, and we have proofs for that, before Chopin went to Majorca. Probably Chopin's had much better mood. He wanted to write a short little joke, because that's how it is. First of all, what do we hear as a first impression? The first impression is, wow, what a technique the pianist, well, if the pianist plays well, what a technique the pianist has in his left hand. You know, left hand is always worse than right hand, except for people who are left-handed. To play fast with the left hand takes more time than in the right, to practice. So this little prelude that is around 1 minute long, maybe not even 1 minute, for me, well, it took some time, some hours of practicing, I would say, to make it like this. And I'm still not fully happy with the effect. Well, which means I still, if I want to play it in public, I will still have to polish it. Very difficult piece, very difficult, because it's not that comfortable. Chopin is using some black keys in the left hand. It's not so comfortable to play. And to make matters worse, to make things worse, we have to play without pedal. Chopin doesn't want any pedal in this piece. You know, sometimes we use pedal to blur. Well, I hate doing this, but pianists do, to blur something so that we don't hear exactly. Here we have a crystal clean, every note must be heard. Chopin doesn't want any pedal, but another thing that we hear is the contrast between the left hand and the right hand. The contrast is huge. Left hand, very fast, very lively, very light. Right hand has a beautiful bel canto melody. In fact, it should have legato. How to do legato? With two voices. We have two voices. Without pedal. Well, Chopin has an idea for that. And if you don't know it, it probably will be interesting for you. I put the camera a little closer so that you can see how fantastic idea Chopin had for the right hand. And here we have to change the fingers without changing the notes. So I play with these fingers, and then I have to change the fingers on keeping these notes, and then these fingers are free, and I can play legato without using the pedal. Normally the pedal would help us. Pedal, and then I can play legato like this, but not in this piece. So the fingering is very innovative, is very revolutionary, we would say. Chopin was definitely making a revolution in the technique, because he was, in fact, he was autodidact. He didn't have really teachers, piano teachers. All the technique he created himself, for himself. That's why the technique, Chopin's technique, is different than all the other pianists who were going to school, piano schools, had piano teachers, practiced millions of exercises, you know. Chopin was different. But okay, if we have this camera, well, I can stay with the camera like this so that you can see better what the left hand is doing, but now you don't see my face. Well, wait a second. I should have used 2 cameras for this, but now it's too late. Anyway, okay, great. So, left hand, as I said, very fast, very light and difficult. Well, the lighter the better. So this takes time, you know, takes time, a lot of time to practice. Because this is the accompaniment, but as I said before, accompaniment doesn't fit the melody. They are not the same. This accompaniment is more for some kind of Mozart-like music. For example, you know, I'm playing this like a variation because actually in these very variations we have a quite similar variations when left hand has to work very hard. So, you know, or at the end of and so on. So it's very similar. Maybe Chopin got his inspiration from Mozart. Who knows? But definitely this is a show-off piece for the left hand. Just like revolutionary etude, the C minor etude for the left hand, but very different, because in C minor etude we have a drama, we have loud. Here it's even more difficult because we have to play it very silently and very light. This is for the pianist really very, very hard. And then, how is constructed the right hand? Beautiful melody. The first short phrase, then the answer. The end, and then the second phrase. And then the third phrase. And this is the end of the melody. So that's how sounds it together. Just now I played for you again and focus on the difference between the character, the difference of characters of the left hand and of the right hand. In the first thinking, I mean, the feeling is that they don't fit together. The characters are too different to be together in one piece. How is this possible? Only genius could write something like this. So it's very hard to do because at the same time I have to play the right hand extremely cantabile, like a song, like a singer, and the left hand wicked, in a wicked way, like a naughty kids running around. But what is going on at the end? The right hand finally has enough of singing. And all the time when this prelude is going, the right hand is thinking, I'm singing, and all the audience is so impressed by the left hand and the technique of the left hand. Finally, at the end, the right hand goes angry, goes mad, and says, this is enough. I will show you as well how fast I can play. And join the right hand joins the left hand together, and they end the whole prelude together. I love to think like that when I play this prelude because it makes it even more funny, you know. So, and that's it. I mean, it's very simple, very short, and we don't have to really make a deeper analysis of that, because I don't think we need. So now I play it for you again just for fun, and then we proceed to the next prelude in E minor. Thank you very much. And the next prelude tomorrow. Bye bye.